5 tips to grow your busking performance to a pro level. Hello guys, this is Francesco, welcome to my channel. Today I would like to share with you 5 tips to grow your busking performance to a pro level. Let's start with the first one. The first one is be prepared. This is something that can be kind of obvious, but sometimes it's not. So be prepared means study. Remember very well your songs, chords, lyrics, whatever. Just go on the stage, in this case on the street, that is your stage, and you don't have to think, you don't have to worry about remembering the lyrics, remembering something in your performance. Your attention, your energy needs to be focused in other direction. So first of all, be sure about what you are going to do, be prepared. The second tip is make the difference and be yourself. And what I mean is that making the difference is probably the first things that make someone stop and listen you. And the best way to do it is be yourself. So the more personal and unique is your style, your music, your performance, your show, and the more chance you have to attract the attention of the people and to make them listen to you, stay, and maybe tips you. And the third tip is strictly connected to the second one because it's find your identity. And I know that it can sound something like way too long and hard, but try to do it. And I'm not saying your identity as an artist, but maybe just your identity for that show. And that show can be maybe a part of your total identity as an artist. So try to find a box, try to find one direction about your style, the kind of music, the sound, the general atmosphere you would like to create for that show. And sometimes this is a little bit underestimated, but I like to say not do it, because when people stop and start to listen to you is because they are enjoying what you are playing that moment. So if after a few songs maybe you change totally what you're doing, I don't know if that people will stay for this new sound, for this different style, different kind of music maybe. So try to find one direction. And if you are if you like a lot of different music and if you would like to play some of different stuff, maybe you could create different shows, each one with their own personality and their own direction. The fourth tip is connect with your audience. And there is not a kind of formula that I can give you and you will be okay, because every performer find its own way to connect with audience. You need to open the channel that permits you to send to your audience your message, your music, wherever you're trying to share with your audience, and at the same time receive back the energy from your audience. And you can have a lot of different ways to do it. Can be just introduce your next song, introduce yourself, talk about your music, talk about the weather, the days, the last news, something brilliant, funny, I don't know. You have just to put out yourself and try and find your way. The more natural you are and the more it works. The fourth tip is something a little bit more practical and is about look and science. So yes, obviously when we are listening a performer, we are also looking at him, and sometimes the looks is the first impression that people have about you. And so don't, I can say, spend a bit of time thinking how to dress and how you want to introduce, how you want to look, because your look should tell something about you. Probably should be closer to the idea of artist we were talking before. So try to find a look that can tell what kind of music, but more what kind of emotion you would like to share with your audience, which is your word, which is your story, which is your, I don't know, however, let's that your look introduce you to your audience in some way. And also I would like to say something about the signs, because when you're performing in the street, you probably will like to have some sign, something that can say maybe your name, or maybe a link for your social website, wherever. So try to be as much clean as possible. This is very important, because if your kind of stage, that is the part of street where you're playing, is a kind of mess, probably the look, the impression you're giving to your audience would be kind of mess. So try to be clean, and also try to make nice sign, maybe quite clear and big, so people can easily reach you in social and maybe start to follow you. Okay, last tip. But actually, while I'm talking, I'm thinking that there are a lot other stuff that I would like to say, but I don't want to make a too long video. So I don't know, maybe probably I will do a second part of this video. But for the moment, the last tip of this video is I think the most important for me, and is do it for sharing first. So probably if you are watching this video, you're a busker, or you are interested in become a busker, or you are curious on how to be better in your performance. So probably you are earning something. Maybe this can be your job, and maybe this will be or you will like it to be in the future your full-time job. However, yes, there are also the aspect of the earnings that I know that is important, but I would like to say you kind of opposite. If you are busking, if you want to busk, try to do it for your enjoying and for sharing first of all. That's why if you don't do it with this state of mind, you're not going to perform as you should do, and you will not enjoy it. And if you don't enjoy it, people around you not enjoy it as well. And at the end, if we talk about earnings, also your earnings will be affected. So I know that is kind of connected, but don't think about money. Try to think about sharing. Do it for the joy of sharing, of tell something, of do your music, do your art. And without thinking about it, you'll see that also your earning will be better. Okay, hope this can be useful for you, and if you have any question or would like to say something about it, just please write a comment below. And I'm always very happy when you write comments, sharing your information, or just asking something that we can talk about. So don't be shy, do it. If you like this, please subscribe to the channel, and that's all. See you in the next video.
con la dannata voglia di fare un tuffo giù.